So we're in Abia State, right?
That's right.
It's been back and forth between the government and former Governor Okeze-Ikpeazu's camp. Yesterday, the Commissioner for Information, Prince Okekanu, did issue a statement, and let me read it. The Abia State government has accused the former governor of violating constitutional provisions of INEC by engaging in what he called unlawful political campaign. According to him, Ikpeazu hosted a politically charged gathering at his Sumobekwa residence in Obimwa, where he attended or instructed his attendees, including former aides and political associates, to deliver their polling booths in the coming election. The commissioner said that statement is a breach of INEC regulation, noting that Ikpeazu's remark, though not a formal declaration of political ambition, clearly signaled the start of a campaign. The commissioner further criticized Ikpeazu for making comments about referencing the third place finish in the 2023 senatorial race. The statement condemned the former governor's action, describing it as reckless, accusing him of spreading misinformation, launching attacks, which he believes will incite unrest. We take the reaction, then we
Well, the state government has reacted. I beg your pardon, the state chapter of the PDP has reacted to what the state government said. The PDP has alleged that the Abia State government was attempting to silence the party and other opposition voices in the state. The party, in reaction to the alarm raised by the Abia State government about a recent political meeting held at the home of the former governor Okeze-Ikpeazu in Obimwa local government area, according to a statement signed by Eric Ikwagu, the Abia State PDP publicity secretary, on Tuesday, the party said there was no known law in Nigeria that prohibits citizens, including former governors, from holding private meetings or expressing their political views. According to Ikwagu, Dr. Ikpeazu has every right, both constitutionally and morally, to assemble with his supporters and discuss political matters, especially in his own residence. What Otti's government has maliciously labeled as unlawful political campaigning is nothing more than opposition political engagement, where notes were compared and policies of government scrutinized, which is the bedrock of any democracy. PDP lamented that the Abia State government was applying a selective approach in responding to political rallies in the state, noting that some civic receptions, Thanksgiving, and town hall meetings had been held in the state which had a governor in attendance. The opposition party was saying that former Governor Ikpeazu was not making inciting remarks, said that it would never be intimidated or bullied into silence. Abia PDP further alleged that what Ikpeazu is facing in the state could be likened to what former President Goodluck Jonathan faced from his successor after leaving office.
You know, I mentioned on this platform that since I came to Abia State 12 years and counting, this is the first time I have never met the Commissioner of Information. Like, I don't know what he looks like, apart from pictures we see on social media. Yesterday, when I saw his statement, I was like, Mr. Commissioner, how far? Because if I be womanizer and I see say my neighbor they follow, I will keep quiet because I know say two of us did the same business, right? What am I saying? Last month there was a grand civic reception in Isialangwa South, where almost the entire Abia Central emptied in that place. The lawmakers from the Labour Party extraction attended that meeting and endorsed the governor for a second term. And of course, when politicians meet, you know the kind of things they talk about. Just last week, right? There was a march, solidarity,
2 million march.
2 million march by the Abia community at the Enyimba Stadium. Of course, commitments were made. A car was even donated for campaign. Normal, talks went on. We have had the Association of Road Transport Workers, or is it Motor Union? How do they call
That's
it now?
Right.
Also endorsing the governor. We have had series of political talks and endorsements. So when I saw the commissioners yesterday reacting to the meeting that happened in Okeze's personal house, I was like, oh, bro. Oh.
Well, As 2027 approaches, we'll get to see more of this. But for me, this is the definition of hypocrisy. Right now, I can count at least 3 different rallies that have held in Abia State, pro-government rallies. The government did not have any problem with that because they were in favor of the present administration in the states. At least these rallies, the governor was endorsed ahead of 2027 election. So if that is not politicking, I wonder what it means or what it is. If it is not campaigning, I wonder what they meant. The truth is, what the state government and directly the information commissioner in Abia State, OK Kanu, is trying to do is ignoring the sawdust in his eyes while trying to remove the 2x2. Okay, it's the other way around. He's with and your laughter is confusing me this morning.
Your example that is hilarious.
Okay, the information commissioner is trying to remove the dust from the eyes of the PDP while ignoring the 2x2 log of wood plank in his own eyes. If you want to do things like this, you should lead by example. If the state government had not held or had not endorsed or attended any of those rallies, and after them issued a statement condemning them for saying no, allow us to concentrate on governance for now, and it is too early for all this. I'm sure most people will side with the PDP, or rather with the state government. But a situation where rallies after rallies have been held, you did not condemn it, even the governor attended the rallies, nothing was said. All of a sudden, because the former governor held a meeting in his country home, you're now having a problem with that. Well, that's politics for you. At the end of the day, for me, it's the gullible Nigerians that I pity for. If only they would understand that this is nothing but a game. Political party is just a vehicle that these men use. The same people shouting ZLP today or LP or even PDP today. Tomorrow you see them dining together in another political platform.
Now what for you? The Abu Dhabi that we'll talk about shortly, was it not in YPP the last election?
Exactly.
Must have said things about LP. But today, if you look now, if you be saying idea and they go, then leave these people. Like you said, it's the gullible people that always fall for their pranks. Since we're already talking about Abu Dhabi, we can just mention it.
That's right. That's right.
Yesterday, he officially resigned from the YPP, Young Progressive Party. Recall yesterday, we did tell you that there's supposed to be an expanded YPP stakeholders meeting in Nana's house today, where almost every candidate who contested the last election, the chairman, members of the state executive, working committee rather, of the party, anybody who is who in YPP are meeting today, and we have gathered that that meeting is signal to what is going to happen in 2027. So after the meeting today, we'll give you feedback, but as officially now, Ibenwoke, the former chairman Obingwe LGA, has resigned from YPP.
And I'm wondering the wisdom or the reason in that decision.
You can't come out the word from
given the fact that the present administration led by Governor Otti has been favorable to the YPP. They've been working hand in hand. And even the governor had to give them 2 local government areas during the last local government election in the state. If Abu Dhabi, Ibenwoke is interested in contesting any of the posts in 2027, exactly, since the governor understands you were in YPP and he allowed you to you guys to control 2 local government areas, I don't think the governor would be averse to supporting you in your political party in 2027 for any position you may want to go for. This, for me, this did not come to me as a surprise. And if you had followed what Abu Dhabi Ibenwoke has been saying for like 3 weeks now, the statements, well, we don't need to follow him on social media. Remember when the former local government chairman endorsed Benkalu paid a visit to him? He was the one who came out, described them as illegal, countered what he said. So it is obvious that he has his allegiance to the governor, the present governor, Alex Otti. So are we going to see a situation where his next bus stop would be the Labour Party, or is it going to be the Zenith Labour Party? Time will definitely tell.
Which kind of Zenith? It's Labour that is Zenith now. Are you a learner? I think that Abu Dhabi is trying to be smart. If he remains in YPP, and yes, they're in bed with LP, and the governor said, okay, don't worry, stay in YPP, we will deliver you. But Labour Party will have a House of Rep candidate because Abu Dhabi wants to contest the federal seats, right? So if YPP has Abu Dhabi as candidates, Labour Party have their own candidates. There is a likelihood. God bless you. There is a huge possibility that those on the streets who do not know that there is a collabo between YPP and LP will vote the LP candidates, putting Abu Dhabi at risk. So the best thing for Abu Dhabi to do is to join the LP officially, so that people on the streets who may be confused by the collabo will vote for him. But my only worry now is if Abu Dhabi wants to go for federal house, Obingwa. Abaribe wants to go for Senate, Obingwa. Chineke Nale. How are they doing this calculation? I beg.
Well, officially, Anne, I'm not put words for the man's mouth. He has not said this is what he's vying for. You understand? Because if you weigh the sentiments, okay, amongst the three local governments, Obingwa, Osisioma, and Ugunabo, there's this consensus that it is the turn of Ugunabo, exactly, yeah. That Obingwa had it for 8 years, Osisioma had it for 8 years.
The same sentiment was there last year when Ibenwoke contested. The same sentiment was there when Ibenwoke contested. So if you look at his body language and the way he doesn't care about, he believes, why not vote the man that will deliver? Why are you looking at where he's coming from? That's his ideology. But you know, in our parlance, there's always those sentiments. So I don't know how him and Abaribe are going to walk that sentiment, but one thing is sure, the coming election is going to be very interesting.
All right, still from Abia.
The government has inaugurated a traffic enforcement team led by Chibuike Ezeocha as part of the present administration's effort in ensuring the free flow of traffic and adherence to traffic laws. Speaking during the inauguration held at the Ministry of Transport Umuahia, the Commissioner, Chimezie Ukebu, said the inauguration followed the directive from the governor, and he has mandated the traffic enforcement team to ensure sanity and orderliness.
Okay, so there you have it. How many traffic enforcers do we have in Abia now? We have TMAS. Okay, they've changed their name to ASMAS or something. We have the Harmonized Task Force, and now this. But if you drive around Waterside right now, you still see people breaking traffic rules. You begin to ask, where are these enforcers? Do they only exist on the pages of newspapers, or they exist in our streets? Just yesterday around the Waterside, I counted at least 4 keke that was driving against traffic around the Waterside Bridge. As if that nuisance was not enough, the heavy-duty tippers now join them. So if you're not careful around the taxis, you just find yourself fighting for your life because of the attitude of our brothers who have refused to do the right thing. So the point this morning is, it is not enough having traffic enforcers, Harmonized Task Force, TMAS that now has a new name. How impactful are these people? We were told that heavy duty trucks, utility trucks, are not supposed to drive or move around in Abia within a given time. But yesterday they were all over the place, from one part of the city to the other. Who is checkmating this? So we need these people to start doing the work beyond. Once in a while we hear that they've been inaugurated, they have been given new buses, new vehicles. We want to see them work. Okay, those people who have refused to do the right thing should be punished. That is the only language they understand. By the time they pay a fine once or twice, they will tell other people, hey, this road, the way you won't pass, so if you pass it, this may likely be the consequence. But a situation where they do this and nothing happens, it emboldens other people to join them and do the wrong thing.